Hello there, welcome to Karma's a Stitch. I'm Tonya, and this is a little mini series that I am putting together to get all of my WIPs current, and it has become something that I'm actually really enjoying. It's kind of nice to just take a few minutes to talk about. I'm going to move this table so quit swiggling the camera. I just am talking about each one of my current active, some of them inactive and may have been forgotten WIPs, but just to get myself and my viewers current. We are on installment number 6 of this little mini series, and honestly I don't even know how many there are going to be because I'm still finding WIPs in different spots, so who knows, we'll see. I'm hoping to be done by December 1, and today is let me see, the 16th as I'm recording this of November. So we'll see. I'm hoping to be done by the 1st of December so we can just shift right into Vlogmas, which would be amazing. So today's WIP that we're going to talk about is called the Hyun sweater, and I am not sure how to pronounce this designer's name, so I'm going to I'll put it up on the screen because I'm not sure. I really don't want to smash it, and I'm sure that I would. But this is a picture of the sweater. And when I saw this pattern, I loved that it had the drop sleeve. I loved how comfortable these sleeves look. And if you've watched my channel at all, you'll know that this is very much my style. I love comfortable. I love loose and baggy. I love long sleeves. So yeah, this is right up my alley. Let's see if there's another photo in here. I am making sure that my Ravelry page is current. Here's another photo. So, you know, you guys, I cast this on and I was so excited because it was another one where the colors had just kind of been like, wow, this really needs to be something I wear. And so I started casting it on, and I ended up, I'm not a swatcher. I don't typically swatch, so I just cast on. And I believe the pattern calls for a US 6. I'm gonna have to look. Let's see, a US 5 is a 3/7. So it is a US 6 that it wants, and a US 5, I believe, because this pattern doesn't have it in the US sizes, it just has millimeters. So it needs a 4 millimeter, a 3.5 millimeter, and a 3 millimeter. Those were the needle sizes that were called for. So I started off with a 6, and the fabric that I was getting was so tight, I knew I wasn't gonna be happy with it. And so instead of tearing it out, which I knew I was gonna have to do anyway, I went up a needle size to a US 7 and just did, so I had about this much of the US 6, and I was like, not so happy. So I did a little bit more of the 7, still wasn't happy. So then I went up to the US 8, which is where I landed. And a US 8, let's see. Nope, I'm on a US 7, and it's a 4.5 millimeter. So I said I was on a US 8. It's because it's been that long since I've been on here on this project. So with this, I don't know if I should show you. I am working on a US 7 or a 4.5 millimeter. This is my progress. So this is as far as I've gotten. And it's not joined in the round yet. Not there yet. But this is how far I was when I put this down, and I have not picked it back up again. And it was one that I was super excited to be able to wear. I'm not too sure. I think it's because I needed to check my gauge and make sure that I was making the appropriate size since I had gone up a needle size. so that I'd be happier with the fabric I was making. I'm pretty confident that that's why I ended up putting this one aside. But it calls for either 300 or 400 grams of superwash merino held together with 200 grams, 150 or 200 of silk mohair. And so when I say that, it's because it's giving 2 different size options. And I'm making the larger of the sizes. And so I am using this here. This is Noro, and it is on their Kakagori base. And this skein of yarn is 200 grams. There is no colorway name. It's color 19. But I just fell in love with that. I looked at all those different colors that were in there. So I do have 2 of these skeins, or 2 of these balls, or cakes, pick a term, whatever you're comfortable calling it. I have 2 of these, and they're 200 grams each. And then for the silk mohair, for the smaller size, it was 150 grams. The larger size, it said 200 grams. And I got this cashmere silk mohair. And these are 25 grams each. So I'm holding this mohair with this here. Sorry, my camera cut out. So I am holding this silk mohair, and this is 70% wool, 10% cashmere, and 20% silk. So that is what I'm holding together with this Noro, which is 50% cotton, 30% silk, 10% viscose, and 10% polyamide. So I'm holding these 2 together. They're both pretty strong colors, and I am getting this fabric, which I'm loving. I am loving I love this. It is so soft. I'm hoping now that I've gone up a needle size, I really want a drapey. I did not want a stiff fabric, which is what I was getting with the smaller needle size. So I am super excited that I have found this project again, because this was another one that I had forgotten that I had cast on, and I came across it in my stack of project bags. So my Ravelry page is current. I'm super excited to be able to work on this. I am working on some of the other WIPs that I've got that are closer to being finished, because again, my goal is to have, well, my original goal was to have everything off my needles by the 1st of January, with the exception of these blankets. Now that I have found a few extra WIPs, I don't know that that's a realistic goal for me, so I'm not going to set myself up for failure. But I am going to continue to try to get as many of them as I can finished by the 1st of the year, so that I can feel fresh. Like, she's barking at Cinder, and Cinder's coming to me. Mom, what is she doing? What is she doing? She sounds so ferocious. So I am trying to get as many as I can done, so that I have some empty project bags, and I can start 2024 feeling really good with the projects I've got on the needles. I've got projects sitting here that I'm waiting to cast on, and I've just been putting them in bags waiting for the 1st of January. So this probably won't be done this year, but I am really excited that I've come across it again, because I really want this top. So you guys, I hope you're all doing well and doing the things that put a smile on your face, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.